Nikon. Hey, I wanted to. Sorry, I haven't made only one video yesterday. I've been sick the past few days. I've kind of been burning the candle at both ends and in the middle, and so it's actually made me rather sick. Had to get some sleep. Still haven't gotten enough sleep. I wanted to talk about the 180mm NIKKOR. I know I made a video on this quite some time ago, and I recently started foaming at the mouth like a mad dog because let's just say there's a website out there, let's just call it bs.com or bsmark.com. Said that this lens is about, on a little chart, it basically puts it at the level of a blind donkey with two legs. And just needed to make another video and also talk about the older version versus a newer version of this lens. And you know, that basically they're full of BS. This is silk, sex, and sugar, and it's really the finest lens you even dare shoot with. I mean, do I rate it above the 135? No. I mean, the 135 is in a different class. And do I rate it above, as far as image quality, above the 80 to 200 2.8 lens, which many of you people own, and you know, if you've compared it, you know what, that it's a tank and that it has absolutely incredible image quality. But it is a zoom lens, and within that parameter, that particular zoom lens is absolutely incredible. So I can't compare it. So, well, some people ask me, well, what about the 180mm prime versus the 80 to 200 zoom lens? And you know, it's not comparable. I mean, one's a prime and one's a zoom. The other one has a lot fewer elements, but the 80 to 200 has a lot fewer elements as well. Anyway, in getting onto this lens, I mean, the fact that this website would, compare this lens to a blind donkey, I mean, that's not literally what they say, but, you know, it kind of just pisses me off, and I had to talk about this lens again. And how excellent it is. It's just absolutely incredible. There are two versions of this, and as I told you on a prior video, it also has a 9-bladed aperture. This is the more recent version. Now, there's one issue I talked to you about before, and it's not an issue if you actually plan on having this lens in a manual focus switch, and you have your camera in automatic or autofocus. You're going to have an issue. You're going to screw up the motor. Nikon warns you about this in your user manual, which of course nobody really reads the user manual. So if you have this newer D lens 180mm 2.8 prime and you actually don't have it set in automatic, which will lock up right there. There we go. See, I'm going to show you the 9-bladed aperture on this lens, which you probably cannot see. I didn't bring my flashlight with me. But anyway, this is a D series. They both have built-in lens hoods, 72mm filter. Absolutely the most stunning, incredible, wonderful lens imaginable. There's nothing that you could possibly say against it. It's just, sorry, I'm still kind of recovering from a lack of sleep. Yeah, it's an 8-element lens. I think the 80 to 200 is 16 elements, so you're talking about half as much glass. The bokeh on this thing, which, you know, back in the days of photography school growing up, well, we talked about depth of field and out of focus points, but I mean, everything now, everybody's talking about bokeh. I mean, you know, I've got a lot of really wide primes, and I understand the great appreciation for bokeh, but some people just have too much of a sexual fixation on it, namely one particular website that's actually trademarked a variation on the word bokeh, which is a little bit ludicrous, but I guess everybody's got to have their own, you know, a little section of pimpdom that they like to carve out for themselves. Now, the only issue that this older D series, non-D series, 80 180mm has is that you can actually hear it. It's slightly noisy. Sometimes they squeak a little bit. Doesn't mean there's anything wrong with it. It's slightly slower on autofocus. I use a different crystalline coating. One looks green, one looks purple, but they're both the same optically. They both have built-in lens hoods. This lens is new. I think gray market's like $650 on it. You can typically find these. It's impossible to find these used because anybody that has this lens knows how incredible it is, and nobody parts with them. I mean, they just don't. That's not to say there aren't out there, but you know, damn few, because everybody knows how incredible it is. In contradiction to that BS website that will tell you that this is a blind donkey lens, I mean, that just burns my ass. I mean, this is top 10 lens that Nikon's ever made. Considering the fact that it's a 2.8 108 millimeter, which it's just call it a 200 millimeter, okay? 200 millimeter 2.8, and it's just supremely constructed. It's a tank. It's only got 9 elements. It's got incredible bokeh. I mean, if you want to talk about outdoor portraiture, I mean, the 135 is fine, but some people have an issue with manual focus lenses. They just can't get used to it. They need to. And I have a pile of those lenses, and everybody that's bought that lens off of my recommendations is extremely happy with it. But, you know, this is longer, and it does have autofocus, so if you want something that is equivalent to that with a modern-day construction that is also built like a tank, then it would be this as well. No internal focus motor. Motor is screw drives. The D-series lens. This is a current production lens. I think gray market's $650, and if you buy USA warranty, it's $850. Typically, you can't find it for less than like $6.25 used. These have basically disappeared. I haven't seen a used one of these in forever. I don't know if it's because of my video, but they're just vanished. They're just disappeared. You used to be able to find these for like $300, $3.25. They just don't exist now. But anyways, my highest recommendation possible. And that's not to say it is above anything else. It just means that it's sitting at the very top of the building, along with a handful of other lenses, and these lenses are absolutely in contradiction to that BS website, Silk, Sex, and Sugar, and just divine, sublime, and transcendent to time. They're just absolutely the cat's ass. Just period. Just effing awesome, and that's all you can say about it. And by the way, the crack-smoking idiot that sent me these, that sent me three packages of these shortbread cookies, I am gonna hunt you down. Just kidding. I've never tasted these. I don't know how would you actually call these things. I mean, they're like kind of like angel farts or something like that. That's a compliment, actually. I mean, they're just so light and airy. It's like you're eating, you know, slightly sugared, crispy, wonderful air. They're just I think these cookies are gonna, tonight, they're gonna hunt me down and stab me in the back. They're so awesome. They're just, kind of reminds you, ever met somebody that's just like so sickeningly beautiful and sweet and pretty, and they got little dimples, and it's like, you're not even human. It's like, what planet did you come from? I'm gonna hunt you down for sending me these cookies, you dirty SOB, because it's like taking a shot. Not that I would know, okay? It's like taking a shot of heroin or something. Once you've had one, you're gonna be having sexual fantasies about it when you sleep. Oh my God. Now I gotta stop drinking that cat piss coffee. By cat piss, I mean really strong. I mean, it tastes really wonderful, but I haven't got enough sleep. Oh my God. Anyway, back to these lenses. There really is nothing to say about it. The bokeh is awesome. They're primes. They've only got, what is it, 9 elements they only have? Yeah, excuse me, 8 elements. I was thinking of another lens. 9 aperture blades and 8 elements. They're pure perfection. They're the pinnacle of prime perfection, and it is amazing. Like I said, this is still a current production lens, this D-series. There's a reason Nikon is still making this tank of a D-series lens. Every pro shooter out there that shot this lens, the first thing that they will tell you, they'll go, oh my God, I gotta get one. But if you were to take the recommendation of that BS website, you know, these are cross-eyed, blind donkey turds. So, it's no reason anybody looks at that website they would never buy this lens. But by the way, that website has no test shots of anything. Nothing, okay? It means nothing. It is nothing. It's kind of like a blind person feeling down a car. You know, he's feeling down a Ferrari. And he's feeling down a Ford Escort. They can't tell you anything. You know, they've never sat behind the wheel. They don't have any test shots. It means nothing. It is nothing. The most surprising thing, not that I'm a Canon fan, is that this particular website also rates the entry-level Nikon D3000 or D3300 above that of the $6,000 Canon flagship digital SLR, the absolute pinnacle. The fact that, you know, not that I'm a Nikon fan, the fact that this website rates the entry-level Nikon above that of the $6,000 flagship Canon is just the most absolute. Anyway, I rant on about that BS crap, but anyway, I've talked too much, and you all hate it when I talk too much. Shut up! You could have made your point in 2 minutes. Shut up! Shut up! Okay, I get it already. I get it. Anyway, thanks for watching, and chalk this up to shortbread cookies, these evil things that were sent to me, and I'll catch y'all later. Bye.